Many assume the surgeon has less work to do as the surgical robot does all the work, but in actuality, it serves as an assisting tool. The search for Clara Robinson continues now on this 17th day after the crash as snow falls in Sherman. Although some are partial to a sunscreen body mist like myself, many green spray shoppers came in on the 1st of the month expecting no sales tax on their groceries. But today is the first day the new law is in effect. He says he's expecting an increase in customers in the coming months. And simply put the rim of the bar underneath your doorknob. This dock here is dangerous to walk on, and the electrical panels are falling apart. And the candy that's first to fly off the shelf during Halloween is cocoa. This is an active service, one of many that the Caddo Masons do. Yesterday's snowstorm brought its own challenges for first responders in Sherman and Denison, some of which that are lingering into today. 20 minutes out of a 2-hour practice, players are encouraged to remove certain gear to cool off. Bailey Varner is showing off an altogether different beast to win a trophy. Task Force 2 says they're using 2 kinds of canines, one that finds humans and another that finds human remains. I'm too big to sit on his lap, but I couldn't miss the opportunity myself. The initial search near the crash site was difficult for locating passengers due to the shape of the drainage ditch. Now the search is now on foot and by watercraft across the county. That's right, Kylie. I'm here in Durant at Workout Anytime, where folks are remembering 9/11 by participating in this special stair climb event. As you can see, I'm on the stair climb myself, and this is where participants can come out to put on a full-fledged firefighter suit. Yes, that includes the tank on the back, and this is to kind of get a feel of what those firefighters and police officers were going through. Now, also, you're going to attempt to climb 2,071 steps, which is the equivalent to 110 flights of stairs, the same as there were in the World Trade Center. The special part about today's event is that it's free. You don't have to be a member of the gym to participate. Just come on out and join the others here who I may say are very encouraging to attempt to reach that goal. Right now, I am on step 450, so I have a ways to go, but that's all for me right now in Durant. Reporting live, Olivia Thompson, News 12. Not everyone is a fan of heights, and a tree trimmer from the Honey Grove Fire District caught a glimpse of this himself yesterday, about 20 feet from the shore, and went under the water but never resurfaced. Earlier this week, the nation commemorated those who lost their lives on 9/11 over 2 decades ago. Also with heavy hearts this 9/11, Cook County's EMS lost one of their own. Today marks the 5th consecutive day of the search for Clara Robinson, an 8-year-old girl who hasn't been found since she and 5 other passengers crashed Tuesday morning near Taylor Street in Sherman. A press conference held yesterday highlighted the latest efforts in trying to find Clara and warned the public of a scam in connection to the incident. Take a look. Although there may seem to be many ways to give back to Kristen and the Robinson family online, Sherman police have only confirmed an account at First United Bank for donation purposes that they say is legitimate.
The search continues for an 8-year-old girl missing since a car crash in Sherman on Christmas Eve. The missing girl, publicly identified today as Clara Robinson. News 12's Olivia Thompson has been following the story since the beginning, and she is live in studio for us tonight. Olivia?
Well, today, Jeff, marked the 4th consecutive day of searching for Clara Robinson. Sherman Police Chief Jason Jeffcoat says teams were looking near Post Oak Creek, where the initial rescue occurred, and a 10-mile stretch of Post Oak and Choctaw Creeks. First responders and assisting agencies say they will not stop looking until she is found.
Today we are using a variety of assets provided by participating agencies. These include K9 teams, dive teams, and drone teams. We have DPS helicopters ready to assist once the skies clear today.
The 4 passengers rescued from the overturned SUV in Tuesday morning's crash are all out of the hospital and at home. One being a 5-year-old girl who nearly drowned.
One of our guys was in the water and was able to find the little girl underwater, and he pulled her out of the water. They went on to, I believe, Sherman Medical Center, where they performed CPR on the way to the hospital. With a near drowning like that, It's absolutely remarkable that she was released the next day with no issues. So that's a very blessing in this tragedy.
Also spotted trying to save a child, Will Robinson, the father of Clara, who was recovered dead Tuesday evening.
Reports that we had is that the father did have the little girl in his arms at one time during the event, and later they were seen they weren't together, so it looked like he was trying to save her, definitely.
Search crews have been using both drones and canines to find Clara since Wednesday. Task Force 2 says they're using two kinds of canines, one that finds humans and another that finds human remains.
The live find dogs have not had any indications that they have detected anything. We've had a few indicators from the remains dogs.
Thursday's rain increased the water levels in the creeks, making things more difficult.
The creeks have a lot of vegetative debris that have collected over time. Those are kind of damming up the creeks. There's several of those along the stretch that we've been walking. Some of them are impassable.
The focus remains
Finding this little girl.
And so this is the most current version on the market. It's the only one in Grayson County.
We have the DV5, which is the newest one that has 10,000 times computing power as the previous generation.
Dr. Friedel says the new model uses tactile sensations that make for gentler motions around tissues, has a better camera than previous models, and an indicator that warns the operator if something is in its path of motion. The DV5 will also make life easier for patients by using small incisions.
With the 3 little poke holes and releasing the components that I'm going to be doing to fix the hernia, the pain is significantly less.
The DV5's first surgery.
I'm going to be doing a complicated hernia repair, which honestly you would have to do open with a big incision all the way from the xiphoid down to the pubic bone, but with the robot you're able to do it with 3 little poke holes that are about that big.
Dr. Friedel says that many assume the surgeon has less work to do as the surgical robot does all the work, but in actuality it serves as an assisting tool. Other vital personnel in the room, such as the anesthesiologist and circulator, are readily available. Those beeps sound like a video game, but there's no room to play once a patient is on the table and prepped for surgery.
They've put so many safety features in this that it even prevents human error from occurring. So I think this is, again, a good general leap forward for safety and better patient outcomes going forward.
In Sherman, Olivia Thompson, News 12.